Right, we're live. And as we're doing this, we're going to be cracking open the last. I've got to move my mic. I forgot. I'm speaking into this mic now. The last of my Dr. Pepper variants. I've got 2 more cans left, but they're not Dr. Peppers. One's a Coca-Cola variant, and the other one's 7-Up. So let's fuel this because my throat's quite dry. I need something. I need to drink something right now. As I just cracked that can open, the mic proper peaked. So I don't know what happened there. So yeah, we're tasting this one. This is a creamy coconut flavour. I was expecting this one to be disgusting, but it's quite nice. The moment you taste, you expecting disgust, thinking coconut and Dr. Pepper. It's a creamy coconut. It's like soft, like a soft taste. That's nice. It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's creamy coconut. Oh, that's perked me right up. That's made me feel happy right now. But anyway, this is sort of like a response to 2 YouTubers, Ninjabearhug and Snestastic, where they was talking about their collecting habits and how they're collecting at the moment, and he was talking about regions, like what regions to get. I think Snestastic said about Super Nintendo that he sees the Japanese, NTSC and PAL all as one. Whereas for me, I stick to PAL, European. Like if I want to play the 60 hertz and the better looking or the better performance, I've got no problem playing emulation. Like because I do retro achievements, so you have to do emulation to do that, and I have no problem playing it that way. Like, but when it comes to collecting for on my shelves, I like to keep it European because that's my region. So this is where all my nostalgia is. When I played these games in the past, this was the region I played. So this is like my childhood right here. So when it comes to like collecting, this isn't just games to me. Like this is my past. This is like an extension of my personality. It's my childhood. There's a lot sitting on these shelves. To someone, they just see it as video games or some trashy video games. When I spin around and I look at these games, my mind wanders away. I see a lot of memories in all of these games. Like, so if you see this little set of Mega Drive games here, all of them, each title has a story to tell. Like, I could tell you where I was, who I played it with. Like there's a moment in time there, like, of my childhood. Maybe I rented it from Blockbusters, or maybe I played it with a school friend, or went around someone's house and played it, like, or someone come around my house and played it. Like there's a moment of time sitting there, and the same with the Sega Saturn. Like my first console bought for me when I was a child was the Sega Saturn. Like when I was younger, we had the Mega Drive, but it wasn't mine. It was sort of like for everyone to play. It was bought for the family. Like my gran bought it for us, but I dominated it. But it wasn't specifically for me. But the Sega Saturn is special to me because that was my first one. And when I got it on Christmas, I had a stack of games, and I do want to get that little stack back, and maybe a couple that I rented, or maybe 1 or 2 that I never knew about. There's 1 or 2 games on the Sega Saturn that I never knew about. I never knew existed. I've never played it, and that one of them's Shinobi X, and that's one I want to hunt down at some point. I don't know when I'll try and get it, but it's on my radar. So it's sort of like a time capsule. Now, when I first started collecting, like quite actively, like to where it gets to this sort of state, I was really wild with my collecting. I would just collect everything and anything. Like my mindset was just to try and build a massive collection. Like just collect everything. Like years ago, maybe what, 2010 or 2012, somewhere around then, when I was buying. Some people might remember me from having that big wall of PS2 and load of Super Nintendo, and I had load of games. I don't have all that anymore. That's all gone. I've got a small little section of PS2 left, and these are all the games that I like personally. Like either I played it back in the day, or the ones that I like. Like they mean something to me. And I keep mentioning it, but in 2023, I sold a big chunk of my collection. Like there was a reason for it. It wasn't, oh, I just didn't want it anymore. I sold it because I needed the money to do something, and that fell through. It never happened. But then I sort of felt regret selling it. I wish I didn't sell it. I wish I kept it all, or most of it. And now I'm in the phase of rebuilding my collection. Now, you could say that collecting sort of it fills a void in my life. Like it gives me something to do. Like if like my life outside of YouTube is pretty boring. Like really boring. Like it gives me sort of something to do. Like you could say that people you buy games to play them. Like that's the main purpose of a video game. Like it's entertainment, isn't it? It's something to do. Like you play the game, you put it in your console and you play to the end, or you play the game. But for me, there's multiple factors involved. Like like Ninjabearhug said, that he collects things. Like if it wasn't games, he collects other things. And that's similar to me. Like before that, I used to collect Nike SB Dunks, Nike skateboarding shoes. I used to collect Pokemon cards. When you used to have packets of crisps, the little Tazos that used to get in them. I used to collect all sorts of things. CDs, music CDs. I've got a crate of hip hop like rap CDs, or other various other genres of music. Like I like my CDs. I like music, and I used to collect them. I used to buy CDs, listen to them, but I never got rid of them. Like it just amassed itself. Like now I've got like a tub of CDs, but I don't want to get rid of them. Like you could say it's hoarding, but it's stuff that I like. Like I don't have to play it, or I don't have to listen to it to make it valid to stay with me. Like you can see all these games sitting on my shelf, and it's of course I might never play them again, but that I have beat them before in the past, once or twice, and will I play them again? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Like I don't know if tomorrow I'll get the feeling, right, I want to go and play Sonic Jam, or Stick Spot Goes to Hollywood, but it still means something to me. Like this game, Spot Goes to Hollywood, there's nostalgia, there's memories with this game. Like I like the box art, and I don't know, I'm sort of like going round in circles. But everyone's got a different story to tell, or different reason for collecting. Like what started all this madness, like YouTube and doing pickups videos, was this game right here. Like when this game come out on the Xbox 360, I think this came out around the time of Modern Warfare 2. So I think I remember buying Modern Warfare 2 and this at the same time. And when I played this game, I had the stupid idea of collecting all of these games individually, physically. I thought, would it be a good idea to try and buy these games in their original format, like physically, like individual Mega Drive games? And that's what started all this off, like amassing like collections. And I remember going on YouTube and I discovered Marcus X. There's a YouTuber, I think he's still on YouTube now, but I haven't watched his channel for a while. Marcus X-File, I think it's 2708. I found his video randomly. I was just typing Mega Drive games. Mega Drive games gameplay. And he had like little gameplay footages of different games. And I randomly clicked on one. I just clicked on it. It was Flink for the Mega Drive. And I watched that. And then I went on his channel to see what other games he's got. And I noticed that he was collecting Mega Drive games. And I just watched it just out of interest of what he's doing. And then he was saying that he was going for a full Mega Drive collection, like a whole library. And I never thought of anyone doing that, like collecting a whole library of games. And then I think I looked at his comments and I spotted Ninjabearhug. That's how I found your channel. I remember you commenting on one of his videos. And I clicked on your channel. And at the same time, you was coming to the end of your journey, like when you was collecting the full Mega Drive as well. I remember, I think the first video that I watched of yours, it was when you bought the Mega Man Wily Wars, and you was on like the last 10 or something. Like you had like 10 to go, and that's why I got suckered into collecting myself, and that's when I went out to like cash converters and CX, and I was grabbing everything. I just thought, right, I want to collect as well, and I was getting PS2s and PS1, and then I liked collecting expensive games and rare things like when I got the scent that something's rare and desirable. Something in me wants it. Like I want it. When I see a game that's like, oh, it's £100 or £500 or even £1,000, I just want it. That I end up wanting it. But even if it don't mean nothing to me, like there was games in my collection that were really expensive, but truthfully, like it meant nothing to me. Like when I bought that Wall of Rose on the PS2, the sealed copy. Like there's a story behind that as well. There's like an abundance of them now. Like it's not rare at all anymore. But I don't have that anymore. I sold it ages ago. I sold it for over 1,000. I got over 1,000 just for that one game. So I sort of cashed in there. But then I was sort of like got lost in the collecting. Like I was collecting other people's games, like people. There's games that people like, and it's desirable, and then suddenly I'd want it. But now, I just get the games that I like. Like I might never play them, but I like to have them. Like they're like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like at the moment, I've been focusing on GameCube. Like I wrote a list off memory of all the GameCube games that I'd like to have, like that I either have played it in the past or I would play it. Like it appeals to me. Like I like platformer games. I like shooters, racers. I don't really like fighting games or maybe RPGs or stuff like that. Like I can play an RPG, but it's not my first choice. Like I played some in the past, but my main taste in video games is like platformers. Like when I was younger, and I used to go Blockbusters and rent video games at the weekend. Like my first experience was the Mega Drive, and I used to like Sonic, and I would always like look for another game that plays like Sonic. I was looking for that same experience of like platforming, and then I'd always try and find games of its kind. Like that's where you could see that like these games are very similar. And then when I went onto the Sega Saturn, you could see that the platforming taste followed through, and then you got the PlayStation. Look, you can see my taste is platformers. And then when I got a little bit older, like when you get to like the PS2, Xbox, I sort of started to mature and like first person shooters and more mature games, like more violent games. So But yeah, I thought I'd live stream this on Twitch and then send it over to YouTube, because I don't know how long I'm going to be rambling for, because I'll end up recording it on my phone and then hitting the memory limit. So I thought I'd stream it and then just talk away, waffle away, get it off my chest, let people know where I'm coming from with all this. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. But my collecting is probably very similar to all of yours. Just my taste and reasoning might be a bit different. But anyway, no one can tell me no. Like, no one can stop me or say my reasons are wrong. Like, just because it don't match yours, don't mean I'm wrong. It's just that's the way I see it. Like, I see these games as multiple things, like artwork. Like someone that collects paintings, like they like to have a Picasso on their wall or a Van Gogh on their wall, whereas I like these are sitting on my shelf like paintings. But I can do more with a painting with these. Like, I can play it, I can look at it, I can sell it, I can invest in it. It's multiple reasons. Like, let's go down this one, price. I'm in the similar boat with Ninjabearhug, where he said that price, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not scared to pay an extortionate amount. Like, I pay triple figures to 1,000. If it's I'm the same. Like, if I want it and I can afford it, I'll get it. Like, if you wait there, if you're watching this Ninjabearhug, I don't know if you've seen this before, or if I've showed you. This is how fearless I am when it comes to collecting. Like, if I want something, I'll get it. Like, and price isn't an issue. Like, what I show you is my holy grail item. Like, someone might think, oh, it's just that. It's not worth that at all. But to me, it's priceless, and it's worth way more than what I paid for it. It's in my. If someone wanted to get this off me, you're going to have to pay a lot of money to get this off me. Like, for me to decide, even think or consider getting rid of it. Like, I'll take this to the grave. And I've got two of them. I've got two. You're seeing one at the top. There's another one underneath in better condition. The first one's got a little bit of damage. And during my collecting, I always wanted a factory sealed Sonic CD. And that's what we've got here. And there's this one. And inside the box, there's another one. So there's one in the box, and there's one here. And that's my baby. That's my holy grail. Right. I'm the same. I chase it, and if I want it, I'll get it. And that cost me a lot. The ticket over here is from France. I bought one. The one I got was a little bit damaged, but I acted impulse. I rushed and got it. There's a little bit of damage to it. To the one I pulled out. But the one and then a year later, around about the same time, I think it was in February, like Valentine's Day. A year later in February, another one popped up on eBay, and it was in better condition than that one. It's like there's no damage at all. It's like clean, and it was for about the same price as well. And it came from France. They both came over from France. And both of them, I had to go to Parcel Force to collect it. I didn't like. There was a problem with customs or something, and I had to pay a fee to get it. But I didn't let it stop me. I would have paid whatever to get that in my possession. Like, I don't know. I'm going off in all these tangents, but it's just it's just how I am. I'm really impulsive. Like if I want something, I focus and get it. I cut it, and I don't stop until I get it. Like. And at the same time, with collecting, I like to see an end goal, like it's finished. But when my list, I'll show you my list. This is just how it is at the moment. Like there's my list there of various systems. I'm always adding to it. Like I like to think, right, once I've got all these games, all these GameCube games. Right, I'm done with GameCube, but I've noticed over the time I keep adding to it, like, and I've also removed games from my list. Like I had Fire Emblem and Kirby's Air Ride for the GameCube. They were on my list at the start. Like when I first wrote this list, they were on there, and I decided to take them away from the list. Because they're like 200 each, they're like £200 each, and I'm thinking they're not really my taste of game. Like if I be honest with myself, they don't sit right with me. So and same with Kirby. Like I took it off my list because I see Kirby as a platformer. Like I like the platforming Kirby. So having a racing game of Kirby doesn't really satisfy me. So I thought I took them off the list. Like so. Yeah, we've been going for over 20 minutes now, so I don't know if anyone's going to watch this, but that's my my ramblings. If it made any sense, I sort of like went on loads of little tangents. But another thing that caught my eye was the Magacidi one. Like that box, it does something to me. Like when I see that box, my brain goes down memory lane, and I think back to when I had that, like back as a child, and the PS1, when I got the PS1 for the first time, and these PS1 games. I could go into depth into each one of these games, and I could tell you about a time in my life like where I was, and it's just nuts. Like like this wall behind me is more than just games. It's like this is like holding on to my past right here. Like you might think that they're like being how old I am now, or being old, an older guy. These are all like baby games. Like they're all like like platformers and childish games a child would play. But you got to remember that I was a child back then when these games came out. I was a child when I experienced them. So. That's the reason why I've got them. Like you think, why have I got Sonic in my 30s, or Crash Bandicoot, or Fantastic Dizzy? Like I was a child when I played it. Like Fantastic Dizzy. There's a story how I got that. Like there was a kid in school, two kids in school. I was talking with one about Dizzy, and we were discussing the game. And it turned out that we were both playing different versions. Like I swapped Dizzy with someone in the school for Home Alone. Like when I was younger, I had Home Alone, and it wasn't a very good game. But this kid was obsessed with getting it. Like he wanted Home Alone, he wanted it off me, and I traded Home Alone for Fantastic Dizzy. And then another kid in school, we were talking about Dizzy, like how to play through the game and how to find certain items and where do you go to get this. And then we got to a point where we was talking about two different games. Like I played it on the Mega Drive and he was playing it on the Amiga. And then it turns out there's more than one Dizzy game. There's like a few Dizzy games on the Amiga. But I only knew the Mega Drive version. So that's my little story with Dizzy. And then next to that, you got Street Race 2. I remember renting that from Blockbusters. Taz, I rented from Blockbusters. Sonic 1 and 2, we owned it. Sonic Spinball, another kid had that, and I remember borrowing it. And Mean Bean Machine, we had that, and I remember my dad was playing it, and he was playing it all night. Like when I woke up the next day at the weekend, and I went downstairs into the front room, my dad was still playing it. And then Pugsy, I rented that, and then got Castle of Illusion, I rented that as the double pack with Quackshot. World of Illusion, I rented that. That's what I mean. There's like a memory, but I'm going to stop it there. I'm just waffling. I don't know if anyone's going to watch 25 minutes of me just rambling, but that's my my 2 cents. So yeah, peace.